Was it worth the cost? That's up to you. It is to me, it's definitely worth the cost. As promised, I'm going to go over a number of items that Briston and the whole Master Applied Coatings team recommends. I believe in this ceramic coating so much, I'm going to make a trek down to the Tallahassee or out to Sacramento, and I'm going to have this truck done as soon as I'm able to fit it in my schedule. I have delayed putting this video out because I've been waiting to make this announcement. Please stay tuned to the end of this video to find out some new updates that I didn't record initially, and I have a huge announcement on how you can get a tremendous discount on your ceramic coating. Stay tuned to the end to find out all the details. I've gotten a number of questions in the recent weeks and since I had it done really, but how have I liked this ceramic coating since I had it done? So it is August 1st today. I had this done April 20 something, the latter half of April. But I've only washed it maybe 4 times since then. So May, June, July. Now once a month I've washed it since I've owned it. It stays very clean. It looks very clean. And when it's dirty, like if you just go through a good rain shower, you get most of the stuff off. Was it worth the cost? That's up to you. It is to me, it's definitely worth the cost because I'm in my trailer all the time. I subject it to all sorts of wind and rain and dirt and sand and snow and sleet and debris and whatever else we've been through since we've been full-time in resorts around the country. I'm currently in South Dakota and it's beautiful up here, but we experienced some pretty bad rain storms, thunderstorms, smoke storms, fires, wildfires, and all sorts of madness in the air. So this thing was really, really dirty today when I cleaned it. And you don't even notice how dirty it is until you do wash it, and then it looks extra new again. So I've been very, very happy with the whole process, the whole team, everybody that I've dealt with, 100% still to this day. If I call back and ask a question, they have an answer. You see me with this drying towel here. This is one of the drying towels they recommend. And I'm going to give you a class on all the things that they recommend for washing your rig going forward, spot cleaning your rig going forward, drying your rig going forward, and just tips and tricks to keep the ceramic coating lasting as long as possible. As promised, I'm going to go over a number of items that Briston and the whole Master Applied Coatings team recommends. We were in Custer, South Dakota this morning, and we drove through the Black Hills, or the rest of the Black Hills, to Mount Rushmore, and now we're up in somewhere that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the town. North Dakota, South Dakota. As I said this morning, it's the month of August. It's the 1st of August, so today was my check all the things day. I typically do all the 6-month, 1 year, whatever checks that's in your manual, your Airstream manual. I do all those things monthly because we're in the trailer all the time. We travel all the time. We put a lot of miles on this trailer and a lot of miles on the truck, so I kind of go overboard with the maintenance schedules, as you all probably know. But today was my lubrication day, so I'll lubricate the tongue jack, the stabilizing jacks, the step, the door, I grease all the window seals, the back hatch seals, the main cabin door seals. I check all the latches and all the doors and all the drawers, and I pull all those things out and make sure all the screws are tight. I check all my upper locker cabinets and make sure all the rivets and screws are still in there. I op check the air conditions, the heat pumps, the furnace, the water pump, the water heater, stereo, both TVs, refrigerator operation. I turn the temperature down and up and make sure it gets hotter and colder. The shower, the sink, the water pump, you name it. Outside shower, the drains, pick a thing. I do all that stuff at the beginning of every month. So today was that day, and this morning is what I did. So in addition to washing the rig, I went through and checked all those things. It takes a couple hours, but I do this every month, so it kind of becomes normal. And thankfully, I didn't find anything except some hard water stains on the rig from previous washes and things like that at car washes. Washing. Back to Master Applied Coatings. A couple things that they recommend for washing and cleaning and drying your rig. First, washing. Any car soap, car safe soap that is not wax or has no wax or has no ceramic or any of that kind of stuff in many of these things nowadays, but just a plain car soap with no wax. Meguiar's is what they recommend, and that's what I use. For the thing to wash it with, a mitt or a brush or a cloth or a towel or something, they recommend a microfiber mop, so to speak. And that's exactly what I use. For drying, they recommend two things. One is these big cloths you saw me drying with already this morning. They're fantastic. I really love those things. I can use two of them and I can get all the water off this whole trailer. They're super absorbent. I have to wring them out maybe a couple times, but I do one for one half the trailer and the other one for the other half the trailer and let them dry. And then I wash them with microfiber washing detergent, and dry them with no fabric softener or none of that kind of stuff, because it puts a film on them all that you don't want. You want it to be super clean and super absorbent. The other method of drying is a leaf blower, just the smallest one I can find that's battery operated, and I can just throw it in the truck and I can leaf blow this thing off when it rains or when I wash it. The rain, I think I may have said this morning already, but I'll say it again. Oftentimes when the rig is dirty, I can simply just take it through a rain shower and then dry it off, and it looks great. It's really, really amazing how ceramic coating works. It's really amazing. The ceramic coating is hydrophobic, meaning it repels water, so that's why it beads so nicely, and it does look great when it's raining on it and it's running down, or you're washing it and it runs down so nice. That looks really, really fantastic. From the washing perspective, the folks, Briston and the folks there, they recommend two methods. One method is the 2-bucket method. So you have a bucket with your soap in it, and you have a bucket full of fresh water. You do your soap bucket, you wash a section of the rig. For example, I go from like the rivets right here at this door, one set of rivets, two set of rivets, and then I do the top half. So right behind me there, basically from the door over to this set of rivets here, so that section all the way to the top from this mid-trim belt line here. Then I clean out my brush in my freshwater bucket, or I wash it off with my hose. That's the other method. So you use the 2-bucket method. You put your soap in it and wash the section, then you wash out your brush very well in a clean water bucket, or you squirt it off with a pressure hose after you've washed that section. And then you do the next section, then you do the next section, then you do the next section. So I basically do a 6-foot square section at a time. Top half all the way down, bottom half all the way down, and wash it off as I go. I always try to wash first thing in the morning or late in the evening where the sun is less harsh and the temperature is much milder and much nicer to be outside, particularly in the summertime. Cloudy days is nice. I've also washed it in the rain and just dried it off when it was done, but it's hard to see where you miss spots doing that. Next thing that I really have a question about is because I've used Aero Cosmetics cleaner for many, many years on many applications, and I still have some and I still use it on my new truck because it doesn't have the ceramic coating on it. But I believe in this ceramic coating so much, I'm going to make a trek down to the Tallahassee or out to Sacramento, and I'm going to have this truck done as soon as I'm able to fit it in my schedule, because I really think this stuff is absolutely fantastic. Back to the waterless wash. I still use Aero Cosmetics on the truck to clean it when I need to just do a spot cleaning. Chatting with the guys at Master Apply Coatings, they do not recommend any waterless wash options. Mainly because the cloth to use it, you got dirt on there and it's really hard to get the dirt off by using that kind of stuff, so you can create these little micro scratches in there. Now, if you do get micro scratches in your ceramic coating, it does not degrade or diminish the integrity of the ceramic coating at all. Over the life of your ceramic coating, hopefully 15 or longer years, depending on how, what your trailer is exposed to, washing is best. Washing off in the rain, like I said, is a really good option, but the waterless washes is not something they truly recommend. If you have to do it in a pinch, that's fine, but again, a rain shower or just a quick wash off will typically work really well. If you have road tar, road debris, bugs that are like glue on the front of the trailer or anywhere on the thing, they recommend a product called Rapid Tack Rapid Remover. That stuff is really fantastic. I had some tar up here on my front rock guards today, and I had some bugs that were just impossible to get off any other way, but this stuff works really, really fantastic. It's specifically made for cars with like a vinyl wrap. It's not as toxic or not as harsh as many other chemical things might be, so it'll help protect your ceramic coating as well. I hope this helped you better understand the ceramic coating from Master Applied Coatings. It's expensive, but dang, I think it's worth it. And I say this math because if you go to a dealership and they offer you a ceramic coating that's typically a 3-year, maybe 5-year application, at the cost of that, and then you do that 3 to 5 times over the life of that trailer, you're going to spend way more money than you would have had you just gone and done the ceramic coating from Master Applied Coatings to start with. So I originally recorded my follow-up at the beginning of August, and now it's the end of October, and I'm recording a second part. I was delaying the video coming out because there's a huge announcement I want to make today. All right, here's the big announcement. Master Applied Coatings is opening up a brand new location where you can get your ceramic coating done on whatever you want. If you want to be on your trailer, you want to be on your tow vehicle, all things together, your boat, your RV, your whatever, they do it all. If you couldn't make it out to Tallahassee on the East Coast and you couldn't make it to Sacramento on the West Coast, now there's one right in the middle of the country, right outside of Dallas, Texas, in Argyle, Texas. If you go on the Master Applied Coating website right now and you book your appointment between now and December 31st, you can get $500 off of your coating on me. All you gotta do is in the comments below, it's gonna ask you where you heard about them. You type in 13 Adventures and you can get $500 off of your ceramic coating. Restrictions apply as that's only at the new location in Argyle, Texas, or at Sacramento. It does not apply to Tallahassee. It doesn't mean you have to have it done by then. It just means you have to make your appointment between now and December 31st. I think it's a really great opportunity. And if you're going to be there around Thanksgiving time frame, I'm going to stop in and check out the new digs and get my truck done because I didn't own this truck when we were there last time. So excited to get it done. Excited to see everybody. And while I'm on here, one more comment I forgot to mention about benefits or things that I found beneficial from the Master Applied Coating and the ceramic coating is filiform corrosion. If you remember from the video, I had some filiform on my doors right here, my storage doors. I had it on the back of that, on the back hatch behind that badging, and a couple of the spots we found when we're doing the ceramic coating. But I've had zero spread. I've had zero additional filiform corrosion since that was applied. So I think that's one of the major benefits of getting the ceramic coating done is filiform corrosion is no more. I forgot to mention that in the first video, and I realized that when I was doing this edit. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of your day. Happy adventures, everybody. Bye. This thing has never been easier. Hey, everybody. I was in Custer. We were in Custer South. It does not degrade integrity of the if you have any questions, like always,